Right. All right, but it is Saturday, and we have news. President Trump now moving to fire the labor stats chief following a much weaker than expected July jobs report and revised numbers from previous months.
Madeline Rivera is live in Washington with the details. Madeline.
Hi, good morning. The president railed against the former commissioner of labor statistics, Erica McIntyre, after seeing these numbers. The BLS reported the U.S. only added 73,000 jobs in July, and it sharply revised its figures for the preceding month, saying only 14,000 jobs were created in June and 19,000 in May. That's more than 250,000 lower than what the agency had originally estimated. The unemployment rate also ticked up from 4.1% in June to 4.2% last month. The president saying on Truth Social, McIntyre will be replaced with someone much more competent and qualified. Important numbers like this must be fair and accurate. McIntyre was nominated by former President Biden in July 2023. She was confirmed by the Senate 88-8. Vice President J.D. Vance voted for her. The job survey is based on information from thousands of employers nationwide. The agency asks them things like how many workers are on their payrolls and how many hours they worked. They revise the numbers after evaluating information that may not have been available to them at the time. Still, National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett is doubling down.
You could look at the numbers and see what's been happening. And basically, the BLS has been revising numbers all over the place in a way that makes it so that I don't think anybody really can trust that the numbers are right, whichever way they're going. And so I think it is a good time for a fresh set of eyes to look at what the heck is going on, because the labor numbers are so important.
Deputy Commissioner William Ostrowski is now serving as the acting BLS commissioner. Charlie, Katie, and Griff.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Maddie.
Thanks, Maddie.
You know, it is interesting, and I'm sure that Kevin Hassett is correct that these the numbers that the BLS provides are very important. I do feel like you know, the private sector does a good job of providing very, very good information. The one area where fake news is not accepted is among investors on Wall Street. And so I've always sort of wondered about this. And, you know, the idea that you would, we all saw it over the past several years. Every time you would have important numbers come out, we would later find out that the BLS had put out phony numbers and that they always had to be revised. And every time, kind of like a lot of things in politics, they always had to be revised in the same direction.
Oh, weird.
It's so strange how that works.
Interesting.
It's such a great point, Charlie. So in August of 2024, this same BLS chief, McIntyre, revised the jobs numbers by 818,000. 800,000. And you're right, it comes from the survey. And look, the markets took notice of the lackluster job report, and the president did, obviously, by reacting to this chief. But let's look at Trumponomics, the Trump economy. You can see, if you go by the numbers, inflation 2.7%, wages up 3.9%, the U.S. economy growing 3% in quarter two, unemployment rate ticked up 0.1%, manufacturing output up nearly 2%, and that tariff revenue $150 billion. And I think what's interesting is, listen, the markets took notice, the White House took notice, and there is certainly tariff uncertainty. You can't blame CEOs for maybe sitting on the sidelines to see how it impacts them. But if you nerd out and go back to Wednesday, where I was at the White House and the GDP numbers came out, you see that while you had the quarter two go from 0.5% to 3% in private sector spending, you see that non-defense government spending went down -11%. And that is a 100% reversal from the Biden years, which were driven by government spending. So the Trump economy is reversed that and driven on private economic investment. And that's why there is so much of the world looking at the opportunity. I think this is a time to wait and watch what happens, because you're looking at, listen, you got the Canada and Mexico deals hanging out there. Those economies are ancillary to our economy, but yet they depend heavily on us. That's likely going to go in our direction. The EU deal is a huge incentive for European countries to build and manufacture things where? in the U.S. Who are they going to hire? American workers. So I think the naysayers, even the Wall Street Journal had a piece out today saying the Trump economy stumbles. I think that story hasn't yet been written because the economy as a whole, it's like missing the forest for the trees.
Yeah, well, that's the key thing is we're losing government jobs, and government jobs take from the economy. They don't drive growth. The only part of the economy that drives growth are private sector jobs, and onshoring and redoing global trade obviously takes some time and some changes in the economy to make that happen.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.